Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to StarCraft with the wife.
Hello.
So, I'll shut up during the cutscene. I'll talk afterwards.
Your tenure as colonial magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal. Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus's boys sprung me from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are. I know their reputation, but they seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander, Mars-Sara is almost completely overrun by the Zerg. The Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave. I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of their installation.
I'm into it.
Okay, now I can talk. I'm not actually playing the game right now. We're actually watching a recording because stuff got updated. There was various technical issues, and my computer just can't quite handle recording from itself. So what I did was I played through a bunch of missions and recorded it with just video, and we're watching a recording and adding our own commentary. So it's not so much a let's play anymore as it is a let's watch, where me and my wife watch past me play the video game.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, our washing machine's going off. I don't know if the mic's picking that up or not.
Well, that means the clothes need to change. Otherwise, we won't have any blankets. Well, I got blankets on the bed, on the couch. We're good.
I can go switch the laundry in just a minute. That won't be too hard. But recording this way is actually a bit better because it doesn't put as much of a strain on my computer. And it also allows me to focus completely on the gameplay, because a game like this and holding a... Oh, alright, I left messages to my future self. No, okay, it's gone.
What'd the message say?
Rainer was running around down here all confused, and I typed, "Jimmy, what you doing?" But yeah, a game like this and holding a conversation at the same time is kind of hard, and I feel like this way I can do both a little bit better. But I'm gonna go flip the laundry real quick, so keep them company, honey.
I am keeping them company. Alright. Yeah. Lots of tomato sauce. This should be good. Guys just kind of turn into splats of tomato stuff. I will say again, the music here is very nice and super pleasant and very upbeat. I feel like there should be a jazz party happening. It's super weird watching this game being played, knowing that my husband played it. You know they're loading the washer?
Yes.
Glorious.
No, I'm on the final load in the dryer.
Oh, okay.
What a miss.
We turned guys into tomato sauce.
And I just found the Zerg.
Oh, we didn't do that last time, the first time I played.
Nope.
Believe it. Okay, Naruto.
Yeah, shut up, Naruto.
It's clear the Confederates have known of these creatures for some time. For all we know, they could be breeding the things. Be that as it may, our priority here is accessing the Confederate network. We'll deal with the Zerg another day.
Well, I think I heard you talking about the music.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's very, I almost want to say it's Cowboy Bebop music, kind of. It's very space cowboy-ish.
Yeah.
Sadly, the Zerg music, not near as good. I just filmed the first couple of episodes, or the first episode, first couple of missions for the Zerg last night, and yeah, it's really not as good, but because I have the Brood War expansion, I was able to do the cheat that changed the Zerg music to the Overmind rapping. It's so much better. It's really funny. It doesn't fit at all, but it's better listening than just the Zerg's default music.
So do I need to sit this close to the speaker, or can I, like, relax? Can we move the computer?
We can move the microphone.
I don't see why I can't move the computer. The computer's not, it's like a laptop.
Yeah, we can move the laptop, but why would we, like, we'd have to move the microphone too if you want it closer.
Well, I just want to relax. Like I'm watching a movie.
Oh, well, we could scoot this closer and you
Do
can
it.
flip your legs over that way.
Do it.
Sorry about any noise, I can edit it out later. There we go.
There. Much better.
Scoot this over here, so that way I can stretch out too.
There we go. Much
Yeah.
better. More relaxed.
Because we really are just kind of watching a movie. We're not doing anything but sitting on a couch.
I feel like Monty Python would be hilarious with this.
What do you mean, like just Monty Python voiceovers for StarCraft?
No, just like Monty Python comments. Or, Science Theater 3000.
Oh, yeah.
They always had, like, the best comments.
I think we just... I might have missed it, but I know there was a Star Wars quotes in here somewhere. I know there was a civilian that said, "You rebel scum," and there was a Confederate Marine that said, "It's them! Blast them!" Somewhere in a Terran mission, it might be in Brood War, you have to activate various things, and one of the Marines says, "Press any key?" Well, which one's the any key?
Sometimes I feel like that too. So we are now the I don't know what the last one said, but now we have a dog and 4 cats.
Yeah.
We've got the original Sherlock and Fondue. Yay, you won!
Yeah, I think we had Claire for the original filming of episode 2. Oh. In the wake of the chaos resulting from the Zerg invasion, the Sons of Korhal escaped with the stolen data disks. Fleeing to the border colony of Antiga Prime, Arcturus' group now plans its next crucial moves against the Confederacy. 13 hours after the evacuation of Marsara, Protoss warships took up orbit around the colony and unleashed a massive planetary bombardment. All life upon the surface was extinguished. But yeah, I think we had Claire for the original filming of episode 2. Think you were holding her.
Hey, Matt. Headquarters has begun analysis of the discs. They expect to have
I just want to reach out and move the mouse, but I know I can't do that.
Maybe you should note to, your next self, don't put the...
Yeah, I'll try to remember that.
Well, Commander, I believe our efforts have weakened the Confederacy's grip on the fringe worlds. But our job out here isn't done yet. Lieutenant Kerrigan, my second in command, will elaborate.
I'll get straight to the point. Our sources tell us that Antiga Prime is ready to begin open revolt against the Confederacy. Unfortunately, the Confederates seem to be aware of this as well. They've stationed a large detachment of Alpha Squadron troops there under the
I feel like she
command
has
of General
dreads.
Duke.
I can't tell if that's her hair or if it's like part of her helmet.
To the Antigan people,
I know she has a giant ponytail on her in-game model.
with Duke's officers. The rest of the Confederates are yours to deal with.
Yeah, he is squinting with it a little bit. One of our cats' eyes is wounded.
Yeah.
We think he got into a sibling brawl with Fondue.
This should be good.
Captain Raynor, I finished scouting out the area and... You pig!
What? I haven't even said anything to you yet.
Yeah, but you were thinking it.
Oh, yeah. You're a telepath. Look, let's just get on with this, okay?
Right.
It makes me real sad that Mike isn't in any of these games. I mean, he's kind of in StarCraft 2 in like a little bonus thing for like all of 2 seconds. But yeah, we're talking about Mike Liberty from the books, and he was added as a think what's called a point of view character for anyone reading the books. It's a character that you can easily understand and like get behind and, you know, basically put yourself in their shoes if you wanted to.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. But the
I think Kerrigan was my favorite. Like Kerrigan and then Raynor.
yeah. Well, Raynor should be everybody's favorite. I can't really talk about my favorite character because you haven't met them yet.
Is it a Protoss?
Yeah, it's a Protoss. I mean, Tassadar himself is pretty boss, but he's not quite my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Turn to the Kool-Aid man.
Or Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah! Noodle showed me an awful, awful thing the other day.
Awful good or awful, like, totally not appropriate?
Awful in a way that I'm kind of sad that I laughed at it. But, it was some kind of internet post where it was like, if you could bring one person back from the dead, who would it be? And a guy wrote a very long, heartfelt comment about, it was like, yeah, I'd bring back my brother. He died in a car crash too young, and he was, like, my best friend. And then the comment below him was like, that's stupid. I'd bring back Macho Man Randy Savage. And I laughed, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't laugh at that. It was sad and funny at the same time. And I think my response was, well, not knowing that guy's brother, I might have to agree with the Macho Man Randy Savage guy.
Base is under attack.
Hey, honey, your base is under attack.
Yeah, well, they got it covered. I'm not worried. I mean, I already played this. I know how it turns out, so there's not really any surprises for me. But there is. I'm gonna warn people now. There's a few times in later episodes where I had to cut some of the footage. I think it was episode 3 or 4, where I had to cut out almost 45 minutes of video because the last mission I tried to play itself took me an hour and 16 minutes to complete.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a thing. And there's a few times, well...
Did you cheat?
No, I did not cheat.
Okay, we
but,
don't have that anymore, do we?
No. I do not feel the need to cheat anymore, because since I'm pre-recording it, I can cut out anything that's not important, but that mission was... It was the mission where I had General Duke in his battlecruiser, and it was just a long, drawn-out process of waiting, building up my units, poking the enemy with Duke, causing them to move, then sending my guys in to, you know, wreck their base, and then retreat, and have them fix General Duke, and then send him back in again, and it took far too long, and was really, really boring. Like, I feel like I'm halfway decent at this YouTube business, but there's no way I could make an hour and 16 minutes of the same thing over and over again interesting.
Suppose.
But no, I don't need to cheat. I did have to restart a mission. It was the last Zerg mission I did because I suck at playing Zerg. And I lost. Well, actually, I didn't lose, but I got to the point where I was completely out of resources and couldn't build any more units and couldn't finish the mission with what I had.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, the Zerg are very offense-oriented, and that's about the exact opposite of my playstyle. I play very defensively.
I walked Annie today
Yeah.
in the evening, and wherever I did, I had the light on her just right, that whenever she looked at me, her eyes glowed, and it was like,
Freak you out a little bit?
just a little bit.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times with Little Black Dude. Like, I'll walk down here and, like, use a flashlight to find something so I don't have to turn the lights on. I just, like, shine him, and I see his eyes staring at me from up on top of the cupboards.
Creeping.
Yep. Sherlock, are you creeping? No, he's slinking. That's what he's doing. He was prowling earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, last night. He was on that little wooden divider between the living room and the kitchen area, and he was slowly stalking toward that corner that all the pets seem to be obsessed with.
Research complete.
I think that the little triangles feel the same as everywhere else, honey.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I don't have good fingers anymore. I can't tell.
I got this finger that, like, never hasn't healed. It's all just really sad, poor skin.
Yeah, neither of us have that teenage healing factor anymore.
Nope. Leave it. Sorry, talking to Annie.
Yeah.
Leave it, honey. Leave it. No more.
I can't control what I'm doing on the screen right now, honey, because I'm not actually playing. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm sorry if my gameplay is not up to your standards, but my gameplay is probably not up to a lot of people's standards. Going from StarCraft 2 back to StarCraft 1 was actually kind of hard. There's so many little things in StarCraft 2 that I think people don't appreciate as much as they should, like the idle worker button. So when you have like SCVs or drones or probes who are not doing anything, you actually have to go like hunt them down to click on them in StarCraft 1. Whereas in StarCraft 2 you can just, I think, like hit I or click the idle worker button and it just finds them for you.
Nice.
I think they had that back in Age of Empires, or Age of Empires 2, I think.
I think I played, was it
Warcraft?
Yeah.
Also done by Blizzard.
Yeah, where you have, like, the orcs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one,
Raiding party.
I think the one I played was Warcraft 3. There were humans. There were humans, orcs, and undead. I don't remember. I think dwarves and elves were just units that the humans could get, but it's been over 15 years since I played that game, so
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I didn't even finish any of the missions. I think I had the orcs and that was it, and I didn't go anywhere.
I played multiplayer. That was about it. I wanted to play the story, but I don't. I never had time, because I think we played it. I think we might have played Warcraft during like yearbook class or something like that. I know I played Doom a lot during yearbook class. Oh, those were the days. Oh, right. I started annoying my units to see what they would say.
I'm ready. Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting. What now? I'm waiting on you. Easily amused, huh? Doesn't take a telepath to know what you're thinking. You get off on annoying people, don't you?
Base is
You
under
probably do, don't you?
You may have time to play games. But I've got a job to do. Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting. Orders, Captain?
Your base under attack?
Yeah. You're right, past me. This is a game.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir?
I think I had to cut out the part where I decided to annoy Duke on that one mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a big span of time that I didn't want to hunt through. Like, in the end, the entire video came out to something like an hour and 45 minutes. So I just found the place that I stopped being entertaining and chopped it there. And then basically went to the end of the mission and just cut out that entire segment.
upgrade complete.
I'm not near as good at this game as I used to be.
I decided to be super girly and paint my nails.
Yeah?
But I have to do it in, like, stages, otherwise I get too excited, and then when I go to bed, my nails get ruined.
Yeah?
So there's too many layers, and they don't dry.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I painted them before we left to go to your mom's. So I could at least have that taken care of.
I allowed my nails to be painted once.
Painted your toenails.
You did paint my toenails, and that was fine because I wear my boots all the time anyway, but I allowed my fingernails to get painted just like jet black
Uh-huh.
and went to work with them like that. And the only reason I did that was I got a free dinner out of it.
So if I got you a free dinner, I could paint your nails glow in the dark?
If you bring me Firehouse Barbecue, I will allow you to paint my nails.
Glow in the dark?
Sure.
Because you can't even tell if there's any fingernail polish on there.
Yeah, you want to paint my nails, you buy me dinner. That's the deal.
Alright.
Either Firehouse Barbecue or bring me back those like 7 for $10 meats that we tinfoiled and cooked.
All right, I'll do that.
Like they're both gonna equal out to about $10 anyway, so either one works.
One of them lasts longer though,
That's very true.
and it's a little bit cheaper if we do the, you know, 7 to 10, whatever.
Yeah, because that's a week of midnight snacks for me right there.
Just buy you pizzas.
Or you could buy me $10 worth of Totino's pizzas.
That would be like 5 school days. Except for not next week, because next week is a 3-day. Yay! 4-day, because... And it's an early release. So I go to work Monday, and I hear that Monday might be a short day.
Nice.
And I go to work Tuesday, and I think there might be training on Wednesday, which is an early release, and
Yeah.
then Thursday there might be training, and then Friday off.
Nice.
That means you're gonna have to wake up Thursday if I don't have to go to work
It's fine.
at
It's
7 o'clock.
it's something I'll complain about one way or another. So yeah, I'm not an early riser. I don't play that game. At least not when I'm unemployed. But when I am employed, well, then I usually have a set schedule anyway. So, eh.
You could just have that set schedule now, and then you'd already have that set schedule whenever you're employed, and then you wouldn't have the tiredness whenever you're beginning your work.
Upgrade complete.
Well, the problem is, I don't know what my work schedule is going to be. So if I did, like, you know, if I did like a normal wake up at 7 and work like a 9 to 5 kind of sleep schedule, and then I got some job that I had to work midnight shifts, I would be completely screwing myself.
Then don't get a job that's midnight shifts.
I might not have a choice. I have 0 income right now, honey. If there's a midnight job out there that someone's looking to hire someone for, like, I'll do it, because anything's better. Well, okay, let me rephrase. Most things are better than an income of $0.00. But if I'm doing, like, you know, a 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. shift that's only paying me like $6 an hour, that's not even worth it.
Well, luckily for you, because minimum wage is like 9 something.
Yeah, but you know, that's a job that pays $6 an hour. Like in Kenai, that's almost. I'm losing money at that point, because if I get a job, then, you know, I'll start paying for gas by myself, and the way gas prices are now, I'd be losing more money on gas than I'd be making working that job, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, you wouldn't be anywhere. You'd be better off than I would be. Like, if we ever move out, that truck's gonna have to go. Because I'm putting in $60 a week.
Well, not necessarily, because if we move into Kenai and you're like 2 minutes from your job.
But then I make Sunday trips to Sterling.
Ugh.
And we got trips out to your mom. Probably at least once a week. So that's still $60. And I'll still have to make trips into Slobodna occasionally.
Yeah, I suppose.
I might be lucky if I can go $60, like, if I can go, like, every 2 weeks maybe, but that's still $60.
Or you could just tell people you don't have the money to make the trip.
That will... That means they'll probably ask me to carpool.
If it's that important, what's the problem?
Insufficient Vespine gas.
You know what? Insufficient gas.
We're not talking about Vespine gas here, honey. We're talking about gasoline.
Also, I don't like driving the huge truck.
I suppose. You could just start using mine if you wanted.
Only if you took a flamethrower to its interior.
So it's not...
I've seen the middle console. I have opened the door to Noptum, alright?
Well,
it lives in your truck.
Well, clearly
it's
it's not that important for you spending that much money on gas.
Your truck gets like maybe 18 miles to a gallon and has a small tank, so I'd still be putting like $30 in it every week.
I get a bit more than 18 to a gallon. Last time I did the math on that, I was somewhere between 20 and 24.
Last time we did the math on it was 18.
Well, I think last time I did the math on it, I also might have had it freshly serviced at that point.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but point is, it still gets better gas mileage than your truck, so just because it's a mess inside does not mean you should complain about it if going places is that important to you.
If it's not whether or not it's important, I have to go places.
Yeah, you have to, but there's some places you don't have to go to.
Like what? You want me to skip out on family dinner, honey?
You could.
Just because you don't like my family doesn't mean I don't have to like my family.
You realize what you just said, right? On the internet. Just because I don't like your family doesn't mean you have to like your family?
No, doesn't mean that I don't have to like my family.
Yeah, but you said it the other way around the first time. So that's on the internet. I'm not editing that part out. Besides, I like...
Just because you're terribly antisocial, honey, doesn't mean that I have to be terribly antisocial.
No, you don't have to. Of course you don't. But you have the agency, honey. You have the option of not going to family dinner if you don't want to.
And do you know the amount of crap I would get? Like, your mom would be completely tame compared to the amount of crap that I would get from mom for not showing up at family dinner.
So? You know
I
what?
don't want that. A happy mom is a happy life.
That does not sound as good as a happy wife is a happy life.
No. But if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
You know, you should just adopt my approach. You just adopt the approach of, I don't care.
The only adopting I want to do is human offspring.
No, you don't. You want to have one biologically, and you know it.
Yeah, I do, because adopting is expensive.
It's-
More expensive than having your own offspring.
False.
No, I've looked it up.
Yeah, well...
You're looking in, like, grands of dollars.
Yeah, adopting is a lump sum at that point. And if you adopt old enough when they're already, like, you know, toilet trained and self-sufficient, that's diapers you don't have to pay for. That's baby formula you don't have to pay for. That's baby clothes that they're going to grow out of in 6 months that you don't have to pay for.
You sound very passionate about this.
I've done math.
Okay, fine. You're worried about diapers? I'll do cloth diapers. You'll hate changing diapers.
Yeah, I already do. I'm not going to do it. I told you that.
And you're worried about formula? Alright, well then let's hope that I produce enough milk. We won't have to worry about formula. We'll breastfeed.
That just sounds annoying. Just having a kid sounds annoying. Why do people keep doing it?
I married you.
Yeah?
Sometimes you act like a kid.
Yeah, but a mature kid. I don't whine about things. I complain
It's like saying the sky is not blue most of the time.
Well, it hasn't been the last couple of weeks.
Have you been outside? It has been beautiful the past couple of weeks.
All I've seen is clouds and rain.
It hasn't rained in like 4 days.
It rained last night.
Oh, well, I wasn't out there last night.
Oh,
I'm out there during the day.
Whatever. But I complain about things like a mature adult. I do. You haven't.
Bet you if I believe that one, you'll tell me another, right?
You haven't even seen whining, honey. You don't know.
Oh,
You don't know
honey,
what
honey,
I was. What?
I'm in the 2nd grade, alright? I know about whining. I live in a world full of whining. Like, if I brought cheese, it would be perfect. Because then I could have cheese and wine. Because it's there, like, all the time. I'm surrounded. There's so much wine. I could, if the wine could be, like, bottled up and sold, I'd be rich.
You just need to, like, give those whiners, those kitty whiners, a nice big old bottle of shut the hell up.
In a spray bottle form, I just spray it at them.
No, force it down their throat. They can't whine if their mouth is full of shut the hell up.
Yeah, only I signed papers that's hands off, so I can't even physically touch them.
Go burn the papers.
Yeah, that'll work out really well. Get fired. And then we'll both have $0, zero money income.
See, the approach you're not considering here is just don't get caught.
Base is under attack.
Only it's all in my files, and those are under locked doors, and I don't even have a special key to get into the special side of the room.
I looked in the Bud K magazine. You can get a lock-picking set and a practice lock for like $40.
The doors are electronically locked.
EMP.
Yeah, you got one of those?
They're not hard to build. Just go get yourself a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook.
Why would I want that?
Because A, it's amazingly entertaining, and B, useful if you want to create a small localized EMP. I'm sure it'll tell you how to do it. Or you can just Google how to create an EMP. There's plenty of people out there that have created, like, small localized EMPs out of things like wrecked cell phones and computers and stuff like that.
I don't want to be a criminal.
Well, you won't be if you...
breaking and entering.
You won't be
whether
if you...
you get caught or not.
You're only a criminal if you get caught.
No, you're not only a criminal if you get
Clearly,
caught.
you have not read the Book of Sith yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten there. I'm still a Jedi. Almost done, though. That's why I brought it home.
Yeah, well, just Sith. Sith are better.
Enemy of life.
No, they're not.
That's what the Jedi book said.
Well, they're wrong. There's a whole, like, segment about Sith alchemy that deals with specifically creating life. The Sith are not the enemy of life. The Sith are the enemy of the Jedi, because the Jedi are a bunch of whiny pacifist pansies. What? You know what the real problem is?
I just choose not to make a comment to that.
You know what the real problem is? The Jedi listen to pop. Sith listen to metal.
You know what the real problem is?
What?
You probably didn't get enough hugs as a small child.
I got plenty of hugs as a small child.
Okay.
I mean, granted, probably not as many as most, but that's nobody's fault because both my parents worked full-time jobs to, you know, pay for a house and food for their whiny brat. And at least at one point, I finally understood that, thankfully. What are you doing?
It wants to be one with you.
Okay. Alright, use it as a chin rest. No, my parents weren't around much, but I understood why they were not around much because, well, you know, they needed to make a living.
Yeah.
And thankfully they taught me to read from a young age, so I was fine with that. I could just crack open a Garfield book and spend hours sitting on the couch just reading Garfield. I don't care what people say nowadays, Garfield is still awesome.
Or true. Calvin and Hobbes.
I miss Calvin and Hobbes.
Good stuff.
I miss Peanuts too, but I think the guy who made Peanuts is dead.
I'm okay. I don't really care for Peanuts. Like, you know, I admire it. Good job. Thanks for being creative. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people's favorites, but I liked Snoopy. I used to steal the comics page from my mom's Sunday newspaper so I could read Garfield, Snoopy, Beetle Bailey. What was that other one? I know it if I saw it. I just can't remember what it was. I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm gonna Google what's in the Sunday comics nowadays.
While he's doing that, we looked up cat trees.
Yes.
Because all the cat trees around here are super expensive, but we can order some on Wish for a little bit less.
Yeah. Sure. Let's go to Wikipedia. Sunday Comics. I'm gonna feel real stupid when I find this comic for not remembering its name. But yeah, there was Garfield, Peanuts, Beetle Bailey. There's more in there. Can you just tell me list of comic strip? Oh wait, no. I'll go back. There we go. Well, this is gonna take a minute. Hopefully they provide pictures. Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh, because they're listing discontinued ones too. Ah, Archie. I remember Archie. I feel like the word family was in it.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about
Family
the
Circus.
Antigan revolt.
I remember the
We
Family
have a
Circus.
high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsalis.
That was another one I read.
Transmissions are heavily coded. But wait, here's something.
The tree.
There's a General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship NORAD 2. We've crash landed and are being hit
Isn't there like a fuzzy one too?
Fuzzy one?
backup from anyone
Yeah.
receiving a signal.
Is it Doonesbury? It might have been Doonesbury.
Priority 1,
Zerg? Here?
Right, that was the family circus.
Serves him
Okay.
right. About time.
Oh yeah, that's the one where they made the joke about Warhammer 40K.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that
Hmm.
right.
Been around since
Tourist, have you
1970s.
lost your
Nice.
mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for
Oh
that.
wait, no, this is like a
Besides,
super political one.
a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like
Like,
this
if
at
I could
all.
describe this comic to you, I would, but
I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
do it this way. List of comics currently in
Go ahead, Commander.
newspapers.
Alright, I'm gonna go rescue Duke.
Yep, gonna go rescue Duke. This is the last mission for this episode.
Alright.
This should be good.
Right, Dilbert was also a thing.
Oh, the far side.
I think it was Blondie that I'm thinking about. Maybe. Show me some images, will you? It is great music. I can't remember what the Protoss music sounds like.
Last long against those Zerg. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
think this was it. Come on, load images.
He doesn't want to.
I don't know, because...
You're funny looking.
And our internet's not the greatest.
Yeah.
At least it's functional, though. It's better than no internet.
Well, with no internet, we wouldn't be spending $100 a month.
That's true, I suppose. It's enough for me to keep connected through social media, play mobile games, and it takes a while, but I can download updates and stuff on my consoles, which is also good.
I need to do that on my PlayStation. It hasn't been updated or anything since we moved here.
Yeah, I would actually recommend taking it home for that. Yeah, there it is, Blondie and Dagwood. This is one that I always read.
Oh.
Can't believe I forgot the name of that comic. Yes, yes, you're correct. Past me, the start of these missions are slow. But yeah, I'd recommend taking your PlayStation back home to do that, because there's probably a lot of updates stacked up that would take days, I imagine.
Alright.
But yeah, next time we go over there, I'll take it with us and we'll get it set up.
Can always do it tomorrow.
Good to go, sir.
True.
Orders, Captain?
Except I decided I'm not going anywhere tomorrow.
Unless we're going to the vet
Unless,
and the
yeah,
rumor.
unless we're going to the vet, correct.
SCV, good to go, sir.
I have Annie's bloomers shaved off.
Oh, for shame.
Give her bloomers a trim. And her nails. Ugh.
No more clicky clicky.
Yeah.
Orders, Captain?
I'd almost say if it's really that bad, you should just get her declawed, but you probably shouldn't.
Declawing animals is the equivalent to taking off this knuckle
Oh.
on your finger. So you just be walking around with this days.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I never had an animal that needed to be declawed, so that was never a thing.
Yeah. The only reason we had Braveheart declawed was because she was scratching up the new house, and the only way we could keep her was if we got her
Insufficient
declawed.
custody gas.
I gotcha.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough gas. Harvest more gas.
Was Braveheart a long-haired cat? Was she white or gray?
She was white
Okay, yeah, I think I met her once. Many moons ago.
eons ago.
Yeah.
She was, she put up with us. She didn't like the grandkids. Or if they were little.
Yeah, she just kind of stared at me until I left.
Yeah. Cassandra was convinced she was possessed.
Well, judging by what I remember of that stare, I can see why.
Well, apparently she got up on her hind legs and followed her around.
Good. Well, like walking like a human?
Yeah.
Nice.
She also was a really high jumper. Like, she'd jump from the floor to the top bunk of our bed.
Nice. Little black dude does that. I'm still not entirely sure how he gets up the closet.
He uses the force.
Probably.
Or he jumps from the windowsill.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very stable jumping position, though.
Eh.
Look at him over there, all curled up and sleeping.
With his little harness.
Yep.
If we do take Sherlock to the vet tomorrow, I'm gonna need your help at the garage to get a kennel for him.
Okay.
Base is under attack.
Do you know where they are in the garage?
Yeah, I just can't physically get to them.
Oh, okay. Is it because they're buried, or you have to climb over stuff?
A little bit of both.
Alright. Yeah.
As grateful as I am for the house getting worked on, it's kind of pooptacular the way things got put into that garage.
Yeah. There might be a little carrying thing in Annie's room. I can go look after we're done recording.
Okay.
It might not be big enough, though, but I think I saw one in there.
Good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. SCP, good to go, sir. Report for
You
duty.
sound tired.
Well, I've only been awake since, 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Roger that. Affirmative.
When usually I'm already in bed by now.
That is true. Yeah.
Report for duty. Yes, sir.
Thanks for falling asleep.
When do you think you need to go to bed?
I'll probably go to bed around midnight.
Alright.
Like, be in bed like 11:30 or so.
Okay. I might stay up a bit longer and get this edited and rendering, but that shouldn't take too terribly long, because I literally just have to slap the audio over the video and call it good.
Okay.
I'll also need to turn my Xbox internet back on.
Yeah.
I think they finally released the DLC characters for Marvel vs. Capcom. I can just Google that right now as well. I don't really care for most of them, but Monster Hunter and hopefully Venom seem pretty awesome. I'm definitely not paying $30 for an entirely new set of costumes, though. No matter how awesome Cowboy Ghost Rider looks, I can't type.
No, you can't.
Goodness, that took forever.
I read you. Job's finished.
Well, that's gonna take about 10 minutes to load.
For duty.
Oh, there we go. Alright, Sigma, Black Panther, and Monster Hunter are now available. That's cool. Is that all they did? I guess it's only those three right now. Alright, whatever. Still waiting for Venom and the X-Men characters. It still boggles my mind that they didn't have X-Men characters on release. I get why, and it was a stupid reason.
What was the reason?
Marvel vs. Capcom was focusing more heavily on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which the X-Men are not a part of. Which is dumb, because Wolverine's been a staple of that series since it first began.
Yeah, I heart Wolverine.
I was never much of a Wolverine player, but I played a lot of Gambit in Marvel vs. Capcom 2,
Yeah.
I think. I can't believe they didn't put Deadpool in either. He's not technically part of either universe at the moment.
Is he like his own universe?
Technically, the Deadpool movie universe existed separately from both the Marvel mainstream and the X-Men universes, even though there were X-Men characters in it. That story was not part of the canon of either series.
Interesting.
They did that so they could just do their own thing. But Deadpool was a super popular character in number 3, and the fact that they left him out, I think they lost a lot of sales because of that. I'm sure there's plenty of those new agey Deadpool fans, you damn kids, get off my lawn, that would have bought the game just because, oh, Deadpool's in it. So there's probably a couple of thousand people that didn't buy the game because Deadpool wasn't in it. I don't want to sound like a hipster, but I did like Deadpool before Deadpool was cool.
I liked Harry Potter before Harry Potter was cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I originally bought my first Deadpool comic because he looked like Spider-Man, and I wasn't old enough to know the difference yet.
Will you do me a favor? Well, actually, probably won't. Where's my phone at? I thought I had it over here. Take it upstairs with me.
You might have. What do you need?
Well, I was curious.
Oh, what?
Eons ago, one of my favorite books was going to be turned into a movie, and I wanted to know if there was a status on that.
Which book was it?
Lost Years of Merlin,
The Lost?
T.A. Brown.
Alright. Let's see what Google tells us. Lost Years of Merlin movie.
Not enough minerals.
That's the official website.
Ah, okay.
How old is the article?
Most recent news is from February 2017. Apparently, from skimming it,
Base is under attack.
they're still in development. So it's in, looks like it's in pre-production.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Film is based on both the Lost Years and the Seven Sons.
This is Jimmy.
Ooh, we'll have to watch that later.
Hey, shut up! Shh. Apparently, it's being made by Disney.
I'm okay with that. Does it say if it's gonna be like a live action?
I think it is. They're in New Zealand, so I'm assuming they're going to be filming it in New Zealand.
Nice.
Oh, Philippa Boyens is working on it. She worked on the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies.
Oh, okay, it's gonna be amazing then. Hopefully.
A lot of that was down to Peter Jackson's directing, I think, but I won't say anything bad about the producers because they have a lot of work to do.
Systems functional.
No, I just studied the script back in 2015.
Yeah.
Acknowledged HQ.
I've been working on it since 2012.
Hopefully this thing has not ended up in development hell.
Systems
It's not.
functional. Comlink online.
How are any of the cool authors ever come to Alaska? Like somewhere reasonable.
Because
And I let it load and then pause it.
if it ever works, I might have to pull it up on the YouTube app. It seems to work better.
Aircom locked.
Does it always do like the spinning wheel of death?
Yeah, it just kind of loads and keeps loading and keeps loading. Yeah, we'll find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Last time a major movie was filmed in Alaska, I think, was The Frozen Ground, which was a
Channel open.
Nicolas Cage and what was his name?
Confirmed.
Drawing a blank. Gonna feel stupid. John Cusack movie. That was actually filmed fairly locally. Our old high school friend Josh Ball is in it.
Oh.
And I still haven't seen that movie, and I really, really want to.
Wasn't The
But,
Fourth Kind also filmed here?
I think parts of it were filmed...
Like Homer and whatever?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I want to see The Frozen Ground, but I know it's rated R, so you're not going to watch it with me the first time around.
Mm-mm.
So, pretty sure it was Nicolas Cage. I know John Cusack was in it. I'll Google that again.
So did he get to meet John Cusack and Nicolas Cage?
I know Josh Ball got to meet John Cusack.
That'd probably been amazing.
And he did a scene with him, actually. from what he told me, it wasn't much of a scene, but he's actually in the trailer for the movie. No, stop that.
The Frozen.
It's apparently a 2012 thriller horror movie, so cool. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that trailer for you. And find Josh in said trailer.
Oh, I've seen it before.
Yeah. Yep, Nicolas Cage. Okay. Apparently it's based on a true...
50 Cent?
Yeah, 50 Cent was in it. Apparently it's based on a true story. Like a bunch of murders that happened here in Alaska somewhere. But if Nicolas Cage is in it, and Nicolas Cage is as crazy as he normally is, I want to watch this movie. I love watching Nicolas Cage just do nonsense.
Base is under attack.
Your base is under attack, honey.
Yeah, that happens. Damn Zerg. Alright. I'm just gonna play this on silent and watch it, see if I can find Josh in it. What are you doing, Annie? Are you prowling?
Try and get the ghost over in the corner.
The heck was that?
Are you barfing?
She better not be barfing.
You're cleaning up.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Sorry, I'm super enthralled watching this.
I know, right? There's not much happening on the screen at the moment. I'm just building a whole lot of Goliaths, and I'm just gonna throw them at the Zerg. If my iPad allowed me to take screenshots, I would screenshot Josh Ball in this trailer and then...
You don't know how to do... It doesn't let you do screenshots?
No, I've tried with YouTube and Netflix before, and it's some kind of, I think, like, copyright protection. It just... all it is a black screen.
Oh.
Like, there was a couple of times in animes that I wanted to screenshot stuff off of Netflix, but could not.
Additional supply depots required.
Build more supply depots. You say so.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir.
Still waiting for it to snow around here.
No, I'm not.
I like the snow.
You won't like it where if we have to walk Annie in it.
I've walked in the snow before. That's
No, it'd be different walking a dog in it, honey.
I can't hear what they're saying in this trailer, but it's super intense.
Target designated.
I read you.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
Might not have been this trailer then. Whatever, I will find it. Oh, still going. I think I recognize that bridge. I want to say that was somewhere between Anchorage and...
You okay there?
You're not complaining just to complain, are you?
Oh, here, have an ad.
Of course.
Your back is so hairy.
She doesn't mean naturally, she means my shirt's covered in cat hair. Yeah, that sounded like barfing.
Don't barf on my shoes. Please. I have to put those back on. You okay? Did you eat something you shouldn't have? Why don't you go get a drink of water? I'm gonna sit here and barf.
Of course she is. Because why wouldn't she?
An old school tape recorder.
Yep. I think this movie takes place in like the 80s or something. 70s or 80s.
Rate the waiting launch orders. Roger.
watched.
Mm-hmm.
Base is under attack.
Alright.
Comlink online. Confirmed. Go ahead, TACOM. Target designated.
Really just need to get a copy of this movie. I'm curious. I wonder if Josh Ball will be listed on the IMDb page.
Do it.
TACOM locked. Confirmed.
Nicolas Cage!
Target
Oh, I love
designated.
Nicolas Cage. I can't say that enough. Alright, let's see if he's in the credits somewhere.
Your forces are under attack.
I told you he works for Loot Crate now.
Yes. I think you said he works in localization?
TACOM locked.
Upgrade complete.
Acknowledged HQ.
Joshua Ball, there he is.
He's on it. I got it. See if it says anything about him.
As Trooper 3.
Nice.
That's cool.
Doorway girl.
Josh Ball is known for his work on The Frozen Ground, Thursday the 12th, and Encased? What are these movies I've never heard of? Drunk Harry Potter, narrator. Nice.
Oh, they're shorts. That's why you haven't heard of them.
He was a tester for Duke Nukem Forever. Nice. That's fantastic. I want to know what Thursday the 12th is. Terrence gets beaten up by Buck every Thursday the 12th. No big deal, except this Thursday the 12th he's got to meet his girlfriend's parents, so he has to try to figure out a way to turn his luck. Oh, director J.R. Cox, huh?
Nice.
Alright.
Click on that. Click on it. See what it says for J.R. Cox.
Alright, hold on. I want to see if there's anybody else we know in this movie. J.R. Cox. That's fantastic. He's got his own...
What?
He's got... Wow.
He's got pictures. He's got fancy pictures.
This is professional, man. I hope...
Oh, wait. Look at that. He's
What?
got one in post-production.
The backslide as Homeless Jones, huh? Alright.
Thorn, thank you for coming. Zombie Whisperer. The Vault. Cat and Mouse.
Alright. JR, if somehow you're listening to this, I have one very, very important question. Why is Super Moon Death not on your IMDb page?
For true. For true. I love that movie. It is my all-time favorite.
It was. I want to know what Drunk Harry Potter is about. And if
Apparently he played Dumbledore?
if it exists on the YouTubes, I will have to find it. All right. Josh is the narrator. JR is Dumbledore. Right on. Let's see the full cast. And I'm going to YouTube this shortly.
Apparently that's the whole cast.
Okay. All right. I should not use the browser. I should use the actual YouTube app.
Go ahead,
This is great.
Yep. Drunk
yourself in, boys.
Harry Potter.
Goliath online.
Buckle up.
Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Okay.
In the pipe.
Drunk Ron Weasley returns for Harry Potter's birthday. That's Tonight Show.
You're about the last folks I expected to show up.
The heck, man? JR, why is this not on YouTube? The hell, man? Killing me here.
Jim, enough. I'll
Lame.
Well, there's like...
is falling apart, Duke.
This is all like this is super high budget stuff. No offense, JR. I don't know how high budget your Drunk Harry Potter film was.
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save
All right.
race
Look,
from being overrun by the Zerg.
Josh, I'm gonna do you a favor, man. I'm gonna go find the Frozen Ground, and I will find your scene in it, and I will take a picture of your scene, and I will put it in one of these videos so everybody knows that I'm not just tripping, that you were actually in that movie. Because I'm sure you deserve all the credit you can get for it.
My patience, Edmund.
Edmund.
His name is Edmund.
You've made the right choice, General.
You remember Jim's middle name?
Don't worry.
Jim who?
Jim Raynor.
Ours.
No.
Eugene.
That reminds me of hackers.
He actually gets made fun of for it in StarCraft too. He says offhand, he's like, my trouble is my middle name. And then Matt Horner's like, I thought it was Eugene. And his response is just, shut up, Matt. Okay,
Thus ends.
that's the end of episode 2. Thank you for listening to our award-winning commentary as we watch past me play this video game. And we will be back next time with episode 3, which may or may not be the one that I edited the hell out of. Something down to like 45 minutes or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video. Go donate to my Patreon page. Go watch The Frozen Ground starring Joshua Ball. And if you can find it, find Drunk Harry Potter, because I really want to see it. And if you find it, put it in a comment below this video, please. And we will see you next time.
Have a good day, or whatever you're in.